I've got him tacked up and kind of prepping him to begin ground driving and getting rid of any other jumpiness that he might seem to have before really committing to starting him under saddle. And I'm kind of catching the tail end of this because the storage on my phone is really low and I need to sift through what to delete. But I have the line wrapped around the other side, good boy, and through the stirrup so that when I pull on my line, which you can see there's slack in right now, when I pull on my line, it flips the stirrup up on the off side. Good boy, Burley. And basically I'm just waiting till he's relaxed and then I'm pulling it kind of fast so to see if he's gonna, what his reaction's gonna be. Let me pan out here. There we go. Okay, so he's actually been really good, and if he does something silly, so like right there he trotted and I didn't do anything. I picked up my rope, but didn't ask him for anything, so I'm just waiting till he quiets down, and then I'm gonna pull it. And if he bucks or whatever, I'm going to leave the stirrup up. So I'm going to leave my line tight until he relaxes, and then I let it go. So that basically teaching him that if something scary comes, he can like think through it versus just react. So I haven't pulled it in a while. So he may or may not have forgotten it's there by now. So I'm just going to pull it kind of fast and just see what he does. And if he bucks or whatever, then we'll go from there. Now, like I said, this is the tail end of this. So I already did the other side, and I've done it a few times on this side, and then I realized I should probably be recording this. So anyway, here we go. Good boy, Burley. So he jumped and he trotted, and I wouldn't really call that a buck. So I have the line still tight, as you can see, until he walks. And then I'm going to let it down. So pressure is still on because he picked up his emotions. Right there he walks, so I'm going to let it down. Good boy. What a good boy. Good boy. What a good boy. I'm going to pull it again. Very little reaction that time. I'm just going to wait till he walks. So when you have a horse that spooks and bolts on the trail, yeah, this would definitely help with that. They spook and bolt because they don't know how to handle their reaction. So this is just basically taking him from trail mode, where his head was down and relaxed, to all of a sudden, boom, something scary happens that he's not expecting. So he relaxed, and I'm going to let my line down. Good boy. Good boy. So this varies or differs from actually tying, like I'm sure you see a lot of people tie like boat buoys and stuff on their horse to get them used to being things flopping around. It really just, it's called flooding, and the horse doesn't really learn anything. They learn to just start ignoring stuff that's on them. But I guarantee if something jumped out at them, or one of those boat buoys just kind of slapped their side, they'd still jump. So with this, you're teaching them how to control their own emotions, and you're controlling the release, versus like if you just tie something to them, there is no release. They don't know when they did the right thing or not. So I'm just trying to teach him that the right answer is to lower his emotions. So if he takes off bucking, I let the stirrup down when I get a canter stride. If he doesn't buck but he takes off at a canter, I hold it up till I get a trot stride. If he takes off at a trot, I hold it up till I get a walk, And then he starts realizing, oh, like, I don't have to worry. Like, I can control my own emotions. That stirrup can flip up. I can acknowledge it, but I don't need to move my feet any faster. And that's how you start building a quiet but responsive horse versus a reactive horse that is terrified of everything. And then those are the trainers or riders that just make excuses for their horse. You know, like something happens and sets their horse off and they can't calm it down and they blame that incident. Well, it's actually that they just have never taken the time to teach the horse how to control their own emotions. They've always had tight reins or big bits or, you know, draw reins or whatever to control that horse versus teaching the horse how to control themselves. Anyway, that's about it. That's where we're at with Burley. And I'm going to pull this one more time and see how he does. So we got to jump that time. So I'm just going to wait till we get a walk and then let it down. Good boy, Burley. Good boy. And I am waiting, you know, for him to forget it's there before I pull it. I'm going to pull it again here. Good boy. Good boy. And notice that he brings his head back to neutral. He's not walking around with his head straight up in the air. And if he does, I would just wait for him to relax. But he's already building into himself that he can go back to being quiet. He doesn't need to stay elevated in his emotions. Good boy. What a good boy. Pull it again. And I'm pulling it really fast just to like mimic something jumping out at him and spooking him. Good. And he walked way faster that time. And I let the stirrup down. Good boy. What a good boy. Play with this line a little bit so he doesn't think that the line moving means something bad's going to happen. Good boy. Pull it again. Oh, good boy. Very little reaction. Good boy. And one more time. Good boy. Well, I'm going to keep going a little bit till I get less of a reaction than that. And I like that he's jumping, but he's walking immediately. That's great. So in a minute, I'm going to pull it. Now, he trotted, and I don't know why, because I have slack in this line. But that's okay. I'm not going to pull it while he's trotting. I'm going to wait for him to bring his emotions down. Good boy. Darn it, what was I saying? Oh, I want to pull it. I want to be able to pull this line and not get a reaction at all, is what I'm looking for, both sides. Even though I know he knows it's there, he's just kind of taking a mental picture saying he doesn't need to worry about it. Good boy. So I picked out the little bit of the slack out of the line and he started trotting. So I'm not going to pull the stirrup. I'm going to just wait till he walks. Good. Good boy. Keep going. Good boy. I'm going to pull it again. Good boy, Burley. Good boy. Good boy. Again. Good boy. What a good boy. I'm going to let him stop since he looked at me and he kind of was like asking if he did the right thing. Good boy. What a good job. Good boy. All right. That's where we're going to probably quit with that for right now. And then we'll come back to this until I can do both sides with no reaction. And then it's time to ground drive. Good boy, Burley. Okay. Bye.